So in this video, I want to talk about how to get clients on Instagram DM. For the last few years, when I first started copywriting, I used cold outbound emails. So I used to go and find brands, business people to work with, and then use email as the mechanism to start a conversation to then potentially get them as a client. But since social media has evolved, Instagram DM seems to be the best platform now and the best way to start a conversation to get clients for copywriting or content creation or literally whatever it is you are looking to get clients from. I found Instagram DM is just a great place that people hang out, are looking for conversations, and it's also a great place to turn those conversations into valuable business relationships. So in this video, I want to give you 3 methods for getting clients on Instagram for copywriting. And by the way, before we jump into the 3 methods, if you want to learn more copywriting tips, strategies, and blueprints to get your first few clients, there is a link below to join my free copywriting club. So first, let's just debunk a myth, because people on Instagram ask the question, do I need a professional account or a personal account for this? Or can I do this with a personal account? My advice would be, I don't think it really matters what type of Instagram account you have when you're getting clients using Instagram. I think what matters more is that when people click through to your profile, which essentially is going to act as your resume now, rather than having like a PDF CV or a resume, which is what people used to use to show their credentials and expertise years ago. I think now social media, having a presence online and your actual social media profiles is your resume. So if you are a copywriter, for example, you may want to start a copywriting specific Instagram page where you can share your knowledge and expertise on that page. But you can also use your personal account for reaching out to people. Because one thing we have to remember at the end of the day, people do business with people, right? People are gravitated towards, likable people, people who want to have conversations, nice people. And you could show that through either a personal or a professional account. Don't think you have to have a professional account and only just be talking about copywriting to get copywriting clients, because it doesn't work like that. You want to use Instagram as a method to start a conversation. That's all I think about it like. And then once we have the attention and interest and we start building that relationship with potential clients, we can then move them to either jumping on a phone call to discuss what you can offer, or even to email inbox and take the conversation from there. So first of all, a couple of ground rules when you're going out and looking for clients, okay? Primarily, I use the magnifying glass or the search function on Instagram to find clients where I'm looking for brand deals or partnerships. It's such a powerful tool, but one tip I will give you when you are looking for potential clients for copywriting, don't just judge somebody's business or brand or whether they could be a good copywriting client based off how many followers they have, because that's kind of irrelevant. It does have some merit to an extent, but don't solely judge someone whether you should outreach them and start a conversation with them just based on whether they have 100, 1,000 or 10,000 followers or more. It all comes down to looking at the social media profile and assessing things that way. There are more factors that come into it than just a vanity metric of subscribers or followers. So let's talk about method number 1. Let's say you have a list of people you've identified or a list of brands that you want to reach out to and work with on Instagram for your copywriting. I wouldn't straight away jump in and just tell people you're a copywriter and just completely just pitch them on your service and try and get them on a phone call straight away. We want to think about this as a relationship building game. And to do that, what I would first do is I would follow the account, obviously, for one. I would then genuinely leave some decent comments on, or engage with the account. Look at some of the recent posts they've put out and comment back and engage with those posts and show genuine interest. Don't just leave like an emoji. Like, actually, if this person's of interest to you and you did learn something from what they've posted, then write a genuine comment back. People will see this, right? Don't just jump in someone's inbox. You want to just start building up this relationship and letting things marinate, if you like. I would then jump into the DMs, send them a message, reply to an Instagram story, and just start the conversation. But again, don't just jump into talking about copywriting. Remember what I said before about people buying from people? Just start a genuine conversation with someone, get to know them a little bit, reply to their story in like a normal way or a post. I would do this for a couple of days. Don't just jump into pitching your service or trying to get them on the phone, because it will end, more than likely, it will just end up them not feeling comfortable with you, not acknowledging your messages. And one thing I will state as well, when you're reaching out to new brands and people you've never interacted with on social media, more than likely you're going to end up in their general or their request inbox. So don't be disheartened as well if you don't get 100% reply rate, because sometimes you will just end up in the wrong inbox, and sometimes people literally just don't check those inboxes. Our goal with all this is to get in the primary inbox, but that only happens over a number of interactions with someone and being put in that general or primary inbox where your messages will get seen and read and responded to. So once you've spoken and you feel like you've started this conversation, I would smoothly transition into talking about what you offer as a copywriter. Maybe you've pointed something out that they are missing on their website or their brand or whatever, somewhere where you can come in and help them out. And then just smoothly transition into what you are offering as a copywriter and how you can help them. Remember, you're not selling copywriting, you're selling the end result, which is probably more sales, more views, more eyeballs on your content, whatever it is. But talk about the end result, the outcome. Don't pitch them on, hey, I can help you out with copywriting, because nobody wants to hire a copywriter. Somebody wants to hire a copywriter to achieve the end result, which is usually more revenue, more profit, more money, more growth. The second method is similar to the first, but different in many ways. So again, you'd find brands and people to reach out to the same way. You would then start the conversation as you would in method number one. So you would just leave genuine comments, genuine reactions to things, start building that relationship and getting yourself known. And then after a couple of days, what I would do is send an introduction video or an audio message or something that's really personal, right? Introducing yourself a little bit more and softly touching on what you offer. Again, talking about the outcome or something you found that this person or business or brand is not doing or could be doing better. And this is kind of like where you would transition into talking about what you can offer. It's kind of similar to the first outreach method, but it's a little bit more personal. And I will say again, like, make sure all your interactions and stuff is actually genuine. Don't like try and come across robotic or use AI to automate your messages or anything like that. Like, people buy from people, keep saying that for this video, but you have to remember that. And when you understand that, that is where the gold is going to be found, especially when it comes to finding clients for a copywriting business. And another thing I'll add to the end of this is don't be pushy about pitching your services. Just let it happen naturally. The other person might even ask you what you do, or they might even figure out from looking at your profile also what you do. And they may even just come to you and say, hey, I've seen what you've been posting. I've seen your expertise in this. Would you be able to help me with this or that? And then that almost takes away the need for you to transition into what you're offering, because they've already done it for you. So that's how it can work as well. Now, a third method is like more of an inbound method, where you're going to create content in a way that attracts clients and people to come to you rather than you outreaching to other people. This is a method where you're going to strategically create content so people come to you. On your social media profile, be it well, we're talking about Instagram here, so we'll stick to Instagram. You create content with specific calls to action to either leave a comment below or direct message me for more information or something like that. By strategically planting these seeds in your content, maybe not every video, but every other video or every now and again, you'll build up this bank of content where you have organic calls to action. If they're towards the end of the video and people watch that whole video, you know that only interested people are going to be reaching out to you, and people who are like warm leads essentially. So that's a really good method to think about. You could even get people to click in your bio if you have like a free case study that you can download for free, because obviously people want to see proof of like what you do and they want confidence in what you offer. So you could get them to visit your profile on Instagram and maybe you have a free case study of some like results you got for a client, something like that, where people can go and actively seek out this information or reach out to you via DM. It could be a call to action, could be anything, but that's a way of getting clients to come to you. And this is really good at scale. So as you grow on Instagram or any platform actually, it's really good to have these strategic pieces of content out there because they're almost acting as mini marketing people for you. And they're working 24/7 around the clock without you having to go out personally and do all the outbound lead generation, because that's time consuming. Outbound lead generation, looking for copywriting clients or any clients or anything, is time consuming. But when you get an audience size that grows and grows and grows, and it doesn't have to be that big, you should be able to get leads to come to you, which obviously then reduce your time massively on how often you need to go out to find clients, so you can focus on either fulfilling your clients or growing your business or scaling your business, whatever it may be. But that's a really good way to think about getting leads to come to you in an inbound way. So those are the 3 methods of getting clients through Instagram DMs. That you can apply that to any strategy, but Instagram DM for me is literally one of the best platforms right now for starting conversations with people you want to work with for copywriting. And just remember, guys, below in the description that is a link to join my free copywriting club, where I send out tips, tutorials, step-by-step guides, almost daily emails on helping you get your first few clients as a freelance copywriter. So I hope this video was useful. Drop any comments below if you've got any questions and I'll respond to you or make a video for you.